this lecture, we will talk about Prewitt and Sobel edge detection. So this is continuation of our last lecture where we were talking about edge detection. And we have already covered the background which is required to perform edge detection. And we will be covering 4 different algorithms which will be used to do edge detection. So we'll start with Prewitt and Sobel edge, and then later on we'll move to Canny edge detection, and we have one more Marhill edge detection. Okay, so let's begin. Basically, Prewitt and Sobel, both of these edge detectors, they are almost similar. There is a very slight variation between these two. And so the filters which we use for performing edge detection in these two algorithms, the filters are different, but the steps are exactly the same. Okay? Now, the whole algorithm, we can just list that as a set of these steps. The first step is we'll compute derivatives of your input image, and we'll compute in X direction, in Y direction. And once we have these derivatives, we'll compute the magnitude. We studied last lecture, like how we can compute a magnitude of a gradient. And then we will use a threshold on these gradient magnitudes, which will decide whether it's an edge or not. Okay, so these are like the basic 3 steps which will be used in both these algorithms. And all this, this process we have already covered, like using several other filters in the previous lecture. Okay, so let's do a quick recap before we go into the algorithm itself. Now, we talked about how we can convert continuous derivatives to discrete derivatives, and we talked about 3 different variations where we have backward difference, we have forward difference, and then we have central difference. And we also saw that how we can represent these 3 different filters as a derivative mask. Okay, so for backward difference, we have a -1 and 1. The second one is a forward difference, and third one is a central difference. And we know that if we use these filters to perform filtering on an input image, these are going to give us derivatives of that image. All right, so those filters which we just saw, they were one-dimensional filters, but images actually in 2D space. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to compute derivative in 2 different dimensions. And there we saw last time that how we can compute gradient vector, which is again, it looks fancy, but if you think about this, it's just partial derivative in these directions independently. And we just put these 2 derivatives as a vector. Okay. And once we have this, we can compute gradient magnitude. We will see how this is useful in determining whether it's an edge or not. And we can also compute gradient direction. And there were a couple of questions, I think, from some of you asking whether this equation is wrong. And so Fy over Fx is also fine. The idea here is we want to compute the orientation of the edge, or you can say the direction of the gradient. And if we switch between Fx and Fy, of course, it will give you a different value. But again, both two are dependent on each other. If you have orientation using Fx over Fy, you can easily subtract that. Maybe if it's in degrees, you can subtract that from 90. That will give you the value which you're going to get using Fy over Fx. Right, so it's just a representation. And if you're computing Fx over Fy, it means you're computing the orientation with respect to the y-axis. And if you compute Fy over Fx, again, it will be the orientation, but with respect to x-axis. So that's the only difference. All right, so it doesn't matter how you compute it, but whatever you do, be consistent in all the steps you are using throughout your algorithm. And then we saw a very simple sample here. If this is your input image and you compute your x and y derivatives, so this is something which you will get. And here we can see that this is kind of giving you the horizontal edges which are present in the input image. And this one is giving the vertical edges. And this is using a Laplacian operator, which is kind of double derivative. We are also going to cover this in today's lecture.